call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see a squad from the back, the UMass Minutemen, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Jayhawks will get this. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see a squad from the back, the UMass Minutemen, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Jayhawks ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minutemen offense takes the field, and they'll go to work first. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from... and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right. I tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for season 2. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big game.
All right, right, guys, let's take a minute and think about UMass. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys have decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
UMass will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The Jayhawks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, if there is an old war horse, a real war daddy in the training facility, here he is, back to run the show again.
That's a great point. There is no substitute for experience. There is a lot of expectation for this football team and for this offense because of that guy. And because of all the big stages and all the big moments he's already played through in his career. A lot of people are really excited, David, because he has seen a lot of ball.
All the ball, all the defenses, has rid the emotion of being really high and really low.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
The short hands, it's Jean-Pierre. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Jayhawks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Doug. Fires to the wideout. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24. And the Jayhawks are moving quickly down the field. They'll try it over the left side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it to the right. And he runs and out. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with you.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UMass offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Pocket breaking down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on second down. They'll run play action. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete to the left. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. UMass will line up to punt it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's the handoff. Running at the 40. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. It's first down from the 37-yard line. To the ground. He's got it again. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Gets going, gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on, hard to get him to the ground.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Back to pass, it's Duggar. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Smashes ahead. Touchdown, Jayhawk. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you're seeing from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. North Carolina is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Ramses isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generated a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Ball down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Leaves it with the back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Duggar. Punts it out of the air.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Off play action. Under fire. That's it fly. Caught near the sideline. It's shot in the air. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Bootleg and rolling out. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Kansas. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays of special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Minutemen going back to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he
pulls it in down the sideline. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. UMass quickly back to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Pulls and fires complete. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Completes the shuffle pass. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The play action fake. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him... pressure. Keep getting them on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's straight downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door. 1st and goal.
UMass lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. Are forced to settle for 3. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And he fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running back searching for a hole. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open, and they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
The give to the back. He gets it across the 25 to the 24, give him 5 on the carry. All right, guys, let's chat about Kansas. You start the season top 25, clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, right choke, Jayhawk.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, he's the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Alabama. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there. They stop it after just a few. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Rick Chubb. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the score.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. Breaks into the open. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. UMass quickly back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give it to the back. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's third and 7. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Going inside at the 15. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, UMass.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like the doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
They've got a first and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. Got the back over the middle. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Gonna swing it on second down. Here's a heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Going for the big play. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Jayhawks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's kick it back to the guys at Kansas Memorial Stadium.
Second half just about to get started, and UMass will kick it off. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and get them the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well give it to him again. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll try the right side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just what they had hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. The Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. 1st down here for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Looking for room at the 30. And he'll be brought down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And the Jayhawks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Duggar. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Jayhawks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And his throw is incomplete.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust him. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
Power football with the run. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Kansas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And add it on again. This offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Oklahoma State is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 17 over Appalachian State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Off the play fake on first down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
A long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to beat. So that's the fifth sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying.
He unleashes a long one. Brings it in down the left side. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. A big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
And it's knocked away. An incomplete, the defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
UMass will line up to punt it away. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jed.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Now on 3rd down. back to pass. It's Duggar. Oh, he wants it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. And the returner is stopped. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, the inside give. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. We've reached the break, and Kansas has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Finds a man on the left. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
UMass will line up to punt it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
I spent time with a lot of coaches when you got a huge lead in the fourth quarter and they say run the football and run the clock out. And I've seen a lot of other coaches that say, listen, they get paid to stop us. It's their job to try to stop us. And apparently they live in the second world as this coach.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The UMass offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Look out, he's got room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
This UMass offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
To throw, it's Dalton. Rushes on him. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him, and sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Fine play action. Balls toward the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark. Down big. Listen, it's game one. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
And he tacked on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air, showing the arm strength to the left. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it with 2nd down coming.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Working that left side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Here we go. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires to the right. Quick completion on the out. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there.
pass right there, over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, he's doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating, taking some shots today, but
going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
and that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Looking left. Makes the win. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. To the air, it's Duggar. Looking to the big tight end. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. It's good. Easy call for the ref. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the
Tack on more points to this big lead. The 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Out of the gun to give to the back. Jukes his way for more. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game, because things just have not been going their way.
There he goes. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. UMass hoping that big run will give them some momentum. Off the play fake on 1st down. The throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
UMass just trying to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Wide open downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Finds his big tight end. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job.